want to do next is record. So we recorded the total, and now we want to find the percent. So for Republicans, then we're thinking about 18 divided by 43, because that's the total, and that'll give us a decimal which we can convert to a percent. So 18 divided by 43, and we get 41.86%. Okay, and then Democrats, we have 14 out of 43. So 14 divided by 43, and so I get 32.56. Remember, you need to round. 32.56%. And then the other category that we had, that'll be 11 out of 43. 11 divided by 43, 25.58%. And if I take that 25.58 plus the 32.56 plus the 41.86, then I get exactly 100%, and that doesn't always happen, but in this case it did, so that's nice. Okay, then for my under 5'10" crowd, I had 6 out of 24. I can see that's 1/4, which is 25%. And then between 5'10" to 6'2", we had 16 out of 24. That I'll have to divide, and I get 66.67%. And then my last category, greater than 6'2", and it was 2 out of 24. And so that's going to be 8.33%. So if I take those 8.33 plus 66.67 plus 25, I get exactly 100. For that category, remember we had a smaller n, so we used 24 instead of the bigger 43. Okay, so less than 150, 2 out of 25. It's exactly 8%. 150 to 200, these are the weights. We had 19 out of 25. And that was 76%. Exactly again. Over 200. That was 4 out of 25. And that was exactly 16%. So if I add those up, 16% plus 8% plus 76%, I again get exactly 100%. One more category, and it should be quick. Our yeses for on currency was 5 out of the 43, and that is 11.63%. And then our no's were 38 out of 43, 88.37, and then we'll take that plus 88.37 plus 11.63, and we get exactly 100%. Okay, so you'll notice I did a lot of cross-checking, and we have to do that when we're collecting actual data and when we're making charts like this, because if we make one little mistake in something that we copied and then we write it down and our numbers aren't coming out right, we want to find it sooner rather than later. So if we take our time putting together the chart at the beginning and thinking through, should there be 43? Why aren't there 43? How many are there? it helps us a ton to figure out where we have errors, and then our conclusions that we make with our data are much more accurate because we don't have bad numbers in our data set. Okay, that's a census. We took it for every single president except for, remember, we had trouble with height and weight, and so that was not a full census for height and weight. But definitely the political party and the currently on currency, and that's paper money, those were correct for the whole, we did an entire census for those.